Hey guys, this is DemGamingVideos and welcome to episode 2 of my Let's Play of DayZ. So today I'm starting a fresh life in a new service so you guys can see how I play, though I'll warn now there will be a lot of cutting to save some time and footage, because otherwise you'll guys see a lot of running and random looting that isn't massively interesting for you guys. So we start and I spawn near Cap Galova. I have done a bit of running already, but I always head to this place, which I believe is called Prigorodki, head for a barn, see if I can get some weapons, and what do you know? Found a lucky Enfield just because, well, they're everywhere. And I like them because their ammo is literally everywhere. Granted, they are loud, but if you have enough ammo, you can fight off the horde that firing it does attract. Check over here for a bit of supplies. All there was just a bit of coke. I always hope for a CZ, but that never happened, so I got up and went my way to Cherno. So I got to the edge of Cherno, and then I probably figured the fact that I hadn't found any ammo yet is probably worth just dropping the Enfield for a hatchet, seeing that it's a lot quieter, and, well, the hatchet has infinite ammo. Well, 10,000 hits, because, you know, they said that you can't reload a blade, but that person never played DayZ. So heading further into Cherno, got near the hospital and just decided to stock up on a few bits of morphine. I always like to have at least one morphine injector on me just because, well, this is DayZ, you can trip over a ladybug and you will break your leg. Things like morphine and maybe even a bit of blood just in case I run across a survivor and they need a blood pack, because humanity is always good to get. I like being a hero. But I like here as well the fact that you can just hide in the hospital and just hack away. Because I didn't want to draw too much attention to myself, ideally. Just because I don't want to have everyone run into me after firing the Enfield. But saying that, the noise is hard to gauge because someone could be hundreds of meters away and it sounds like they're right next to you. It's so ridiculously loud. But if you look, I also hide bodies because I don't like to leave a trace that I've been here. So moving on down the roads, and I head over to the fire station to see if I can get any decent military weapons. As you can see, I did actually pick up an Alice pack on the way. And heading up, first thing I found was nothing. Heading up, and I was very lucky to find an AKM, which is great because it's between an AKM and AKS. I'd definitely take the AKM. It's got a chance of one-hitting zombies if you get them in the chest, and well, it's quite punchy too and very accurate. Not to mention the ammo's quite abundant. And heading up into the tower here as I go up, I think I find another 2 mags. Which is very handy as well, because usually you find these guns, then you'll be lucky to have 1 mag, and I was lucky to find 4. So that's good luck for me. So heading on over now to the church. And at this point, I think I was looking for a pistol, ideally, because whilst I do like the AKM, again, not quite to the level of the Enfield, it is still quite loud, and I don't want to draw attention to myself. And not to mention, you're seen in Cherno with a gun like this, people are going to want to kill you, just because most things have in Cherno, it's usually just an Enfield, a Winchester double barrel. But I also found a hunting knife, which is good, because at this point I'd already found some matches. Oh no, now there's the matches, I found a hunting knife. But the good thing about that is you can just go survive in the wild at that point. If you've got a hatchet, you've got everything you need, you just find animals and kill them and you're good to go. So I checked to see if it's one of the maps where you show up on the map, and unfortunately not. So I start heading out, and what do you know? I find a ghillie suit. I've never found a ghillie suit before, so as you can imagine, I was very excited here. Go off to the side and do my little happy dance, because, yeah, I was really excited. Go out and try and do a bit of a front flip for style, but didn't really work, just did a vault, but that wasn't enough, so I had to just do a dance. This would have been really awkward if someone had come in at this point, because I would have looked very stupid and, well, probably died. So heading over to the apartments in Cherno, see if I could find maybe, I don't know, just more ammo, or ideally a pistol. Okay, so slowing back down, I come down here and I finally find myself a pistol and an M1911. It didn't actually look like there was a pistol there, it appeared to me as just an ammo box, but I thought I'd check it, and what do you know, I was lucky. So I start clearing my way out of this building, the M1911, and I was remarkably accurate. Usually I always miss the shots, I would just take 2 or 3 until I actually hit them, but I was actually one-shotting every single zombie in this building, as you'll see. But I'll just stay quiet for you guys for a minute so you can see what happens. Heading outside, and what do you know, it's Captain Mad Axeman. So I do something quite stupid here, which is try to shoot him already. But what happens now, I call bullshit on. So as you can imagine, I was extremely annoyed at this point, and I was fully expecting myself to rage quit, but I'm better than that. So I started it again. At this point, I was in full vengeance mode, but unfortunately I spawned at Electro. If I'd been at Cherno, I would have run at the guy, hurling all kinds of abuse. But I decided just to book it to the power station and see what I can find up in the tower. And going into the tower now, and immediately I find myself a British assault pack. I love the British assault pack. I think it's, well, one for being British, which is, you know, always great. But I think it's probably one of the best looking backpacks too. It's got great storage space, but it's not giant. And I also find myself an M9, which is fantastic, like, because I'm, you know, struggled to find an M1911 before, and now straight away I'm finding myself an M9. So heading on out now, I was ready to run into Electro to see what I can find there, and I hear some gunshots. Sounds like an Enfield, but judging by the fact that it already sounds quite distant, so I figured it was a good 200 meters away, because I figured about 100 meters is what your average gun sounds like, and about 50 meters it's ridiculously loud. I was trying to see if I could find where the shots came from, but couldn't. So I head to the supermarket, and I can hear a dead body somewhere. Couldn't find it for the life of me, but I was lucky to find myself a Winchester, which I love the Winchester. It's just, the ammo's everywhere, much like the Enfield, but unlike the Enfield, it only has a very short radius in which it'll pull zombies, and, well, to people it's not very loud either. So I use that to get around. So running over to the fire station here now, and I spot this hip in the sky. I mean, at this point I was so annoyed that I died. I was kind of in I don't really care if I die mode, so I was just running out. Usually I'd be hitting the deck and just hiding behind trees, but to be honest, it doesn't look like the helicopter was really going for me anyway. It didn't seem to be stopping. I think they were just heading up the coast, seeing what they could find, to be honest. They didn't really seem to have much interest in me. I'm pretty sure they would have been able to see me anyway. You're usually pretty visible from the air. But I decide between the fire station and the church, and as you can see, I chose the church. But unfortunately, I'll cut forward here for you now, and there was not much in the church. Basic ammo, and that was about it. That's the problem with finding the M9, is that the ammo isn't very common. Like, you've got to be in a good area to find M9 ammo. But again, I'm hearing shots outside. I'm not really worried that they hear me. If someone's having a fight out there, they're going to be too busy fighting to hear the distant Winchesters. It's not loud. So see if I can see anything, but can't see a thing. So I keep on running, see if I can see where the fight's going on, because again, the Enfield is really quite misleading. It's so loud that it could sound like they're shooting right outside the building that you're in, when the truth is they could be another block down the street. But regardless, I run on down, and I can still hear the shots in the distance. I'm looking around, so any minute I was being expected just to be shot at from a random direction, but I never actually see where it was coming from. So I'm very wary now that these shots are around, so I don't hang around in checking the fire station tower. Go up and don't seem to find anything, apart from 2 G17 mags over here, but not any use to me, unfortunately. So I was about to head back down, and out of the window I see these 2 guys outside having a fight. At this point, after being killed, I was not in the mood for messing around, so I took no chances with these guys. I finished them both up very quickly. I did not want to risk my stuff again. So after killing the zombies, I go over and see what I can find on their bodies. Don't know who the guys were. They may have killed me, they may have not. In a usual situation, I'd maybe have given them a chance, but I wasn't in the mood. But I throw this guy's Enfield in my bag as a backup for when the Winchester runs out, because at this point I think I was down to my last mag and was fully ready to run out of ammo. So I cut out some running here, but I'm actually on my way back to Cherno, when at this point I hear a shot land by me. It sounds like either a CZ550 or maybe a DMR, I'm not sure. But they never seem to fire me again. And there's this guy over here, but he's completely unarmed. I think he saw me, thought maybe he heard the shot too, maybe he thought it was me. And it looks like he looks over to me and he just books it towards the barns. He isn't hanging around, and understandably, if I heard the sniper shots, I wouldn't be hanging around either. So I'm running, yeah, the shots had stopped, so I was looking around the tree line, see if I could spot a sniper or anyone, but they could be anywhere. They could be in the tree line, they could be on the hill up there. But I'm thinking maybe they only had 1 shot left for a CZ or something, because they never shot again. So I followed the guy over to the barns. looking inside. I can't see him, but I can hear the zombies freaking out, so he must be nearby. So I run on in, and what do you know, here he is. I say over the mic, you know, relax, I'm not here to kill you, and here he is Q&Eing, so I'd say he's not after me either. If you look, I've actually double-tapped control to keep my gun down, so I think generally if you run in with your gun pointing at people, they're going to be more intimidated, whereas having the lowered guns are kind of sign of friendship, if you like. But I thought this guy was going to shoot me, but no, he's a nice guy, he's just chilling. Yeah, not messing around with the zombies. Save a guy's life. But looks like he's ready to go on his way, and so am I, so off he goes on his own way. I check around, see where he's going, just make sure he's not after me. See if there's any loot, because I never actually checked in this barn, but nah, it doesn't look like much. No more ammo for me, no. For my Winchester, so I make my way on to Cherno, so cutting a lot of now. We're back in Cherno fire station, seeing if I can find the dick bag that killed me, and finally got another decent pistol, so I actually swapped my M9 for the G17, obviously the G17 having the benefit of multiple ammo types, but cutting ahead again. We're over here at the tents over by one of the factories, and I find an M9 SD. I would never have this kind of luck usually. I'll be lucky to find maybe an Enfield, but I do take this anyway, because I figured if I was managed to sneak up on somebody, you know, the problem with the G17 is whilst you can use the M9 SD ammo in it, it's still really loud to fire. You know, players are still going to hear you within a short radius, whereas with the M9 SD, they're not going to hear you from anywhere really unless you're right next to them, and by that time if you've got the drop on them you should be able to kill them anyway. So at this point I just I head out north and I'm ready to stock up. I was waiting for a bacon sandwich at this point, so I just ran north and left it there, and that's where we'll pick it up next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to think it has a little more action than last time, and hoping there'll be more next time as well. So yeah, if you liked the video, be sure to like and comment and hopefully subscribe, and I'll be making more if so. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.